Hello, here is my React.js e-commerce app. I have made this React.js app using React Redux. So now let's look at the product component. So it will basically fetch the data from API and will store the API data on the local storage so that whenever the products component render, it will fetch the data from the local storage and display the products on the product component. So now let's look at the action part. I have made various actions like fetch product, add to cart, remove from cart, etc. If you look at the fetch product success, it will basically fetch the data from the API and will basically pass it to the fetch product success, and it will basically store the data from the API to the local storage so that whenever the product component render, it will fetch the data from local storage so that it will maintain the data whenever we do refresh, it will remain same. And add to cart button, it add to cart action, it will basically used for adding the product to the cart whenever we click on the product add to cart button. Now let's look at the reducer part. Here I have made product reducer and cart reducer. Product reducer will basically have a fetch product, add to cart, remove product, etc. And cart reducers have add to cart or remove from cart and increase or decrease the quantity. And it will basically store the product and the cart to the local storage so that whenever the cart component and product component renders, it will fetch the data from local storage so that to maintain the data even after refresh. So now let's look at the final output of the page. So here is the final output. As you can see, here is the final output. So as you can see, we have fetched the data from the API and store it on the sorry, and basically rendered it on the project component. And whenever we add click on cart button, it will basically add the data to the cart, and we can add more than one product on the cart. So we can also delete the product, and even after refresh, the product will remain same. um, like whatever we removed, it will not re-render again. And you can see here on the cart component, we can increase or decrease the quantity, and we can also remove the product, and even after the refresh, the cart component remains same. So we can also add the product here, like we can also add a product name, product price, and here is product URL. I have sorry, not this one. We have to fetch the product URL, like any product URL, and we have to add product URL here, and we can also add the product detail, and whenever we click on add button, it will notify as the product is added. And when we see on the product list, the new product is added. Actually, I had added this product last time and again add the same product, that's why it is showing. And we can also edit the product by clicking on edit button. We can also edit the price, the details and name, and when we click on save button, it will basically add the price here. So everything is working fine as and here I have added a new features like search button, and whatever we want to search, we if we click, it will basically search the product. Like here I have search S, it will basically giving the result of all the product names start with S. So this was my final project. So thank you.